Hi, and welcome to this short demo of Edulastic Enterprise. I'm going to give you a quick overview of what's included to help you decide if it would work for your school or district. Edulastic Enterprise for schools and districts builds on to the free version loved by hundreds of thousands of teachers. With Enterprise, teachers get more in-depth reports and premium features like anti-cheating tools, read aloud and on-screen calculator for students, and greater ability to collaborate with other teachers on assessments and sharing data. On top of these additional tools, administrators get school-wide or district-wide data. You can give common assessments that teachers simply open and close, making digital assessment easy even for your most technology-reluctant staff. Let's see how it works. The real power of Edulastic Enterprise is the ability to create and distribute common assessments. I'm logged in as Marco Perez, who is a district administrator, and I'm going to show you how to create and assign a common assessment, and then administer it as a teacher, and then watch the data roll in. You can use any assessment as a common assessment. If an administrator assigns it, it becomes common. We have 17,000 pre-built assessments in our library, including nationally normed and research-backed benchmarks from our partner Inspect. Or you can create your own from scratch by choosing items from our item bank or authoring your own technology-enhanced items. I'm going to choose this option to show you the flexibility of Edulastic's platform. So creating assessment brings you to our item bank where you can filter for grade and subject. I'm going to choose 7th grade math. And you'll see that we have about 11,000 questions in the item bank for 7th grade math. You can filter further by collection or item bank. Edulastic Certified Item Bank are questions that are created by our content team or are from reliable open sources like EngageNY or state release test items. You can also choose items that have been created and shared by teachers in your district from the district library, or created and shared in the public library by teachers everywhere, or from one of our publisher partners. Now, I have 3,700 Edulastic Certified 7th grade math items, which is a lot to choose from. And this test is going to cover geometry, so I'm going to drill down to the standard. You see the various strands that we have here. I'm going to drill down to the geometry standard and look at just those questions. So I have about 1,000 geometry questions. And I can look at these questions in more detail if I choose the preview button. And I can see what it'll look like to a student and what kind of question it is. I can also filter further by question type, depth of knowledge, or difficulty. Since this is geometry, let's search for some graphing questions. I can preview the question to see what it would look like to a student. And if I like these questions, I can simply click Add. As I'm adding questions, the questions get added to a shopping cart, similar to my test, which is similar to a shopping cart like Amazon. If I go over to Review, I can see that I have 3 questions and what standards they cover. You can also author your own question by clicking Author a New Question. You'll see that we have 6 classic question types: multiple choice, multiple select, and so on. There are 22 math-enhanced, tech-enhanced question types like numeric, graphing as we saw, number line, fraction editor, drag and drop. And there are 9 ELA tech-enhanced question types like passage-based, where you can have multiple passages, editing tasks, matching tables, and so on. It's really easy to create any of these questions. Simply click on the tooltip, which plays a short video of how to create that question type. Okay, I'm going back to review. So I have created my common assessment here with my 3 questions. And then it's time to assign it. I click Publish. And so now I have, as an administrator, I have put it in the library. I can share it with the district library, or share it to the public library if I want to, or I can share it with just some other colleagues to collaborate. And then I'm going to click Assign. As the administrator, I would choose the schools to assign to. Let's choose Thompson. And I'll choose the schools. So I can choose the schools and the grades and the subjects. And here are my 7th grade math classes that I have in my district. And I'm going to assign it to Gerbs' 7th grade math class. Now, as an administrator, I'm going to set the open and close. I'm going to set the window. As an administrator, I'm going to set the window at which teachers can make this available to students. During this testing window, the assignment will show up on the teacher's dashboard and be available to open for students to work on. Teachers and administrators in the Enterprise version also have a lot of additional choices, so a lot of additional superpowers. For example, you can hide answers from students so that they don't share them with their friends before the next class period. You can require Safe Exam Browser, which prevents students from going to another browser during the test. You can shuffle questions and answers. You can show a calculator. We have scientific, basic, and graphing calculators powered by Desmos. And you can choose your partial credit method. So you have a lot of additional choices. And I click Assign, and this is now assigned to my class. Now let's see how easy it is for your teachers. I'm logged on as Millie Gerbs, the teacher's class that we assigned our assessment to, and here is the assessment that we assigned. All Millie has to do is go to the assessment and click Open, and then the assessment is ready for students to work on. When the class is finished with the test, she simply clicks Close. The summary gives me overview statistics broken down into my custom performance bands, and then performance by school or by teacher below. I can compare school to school or teacher by teacher in the Peer Performance tab. Here I have my schools on the bottom with their scores, and I can also look at this by teacher. Similarly, below I have detailed data. I can drill down to the performance by standards and look at the standards in this test, how the students did overall in all of the standards. Or I can look at how the students did from each standard in terms of my performance bands. Again, comparing by school or by teacher. I can even drill down to performance by individual students. Here is the distribution of my scores, and below I see all the students, their performance bands, and their teachers and classes. Probably I want to see which students are below basic, so I can look and see who needs intervention. And that's an easy way to get a list. When looking at the overall performance, I can look at how the students did by question. As we can see, question 10 was very difficult for the students. I can look at them how we did across the schools or how we did across the teachers on this most difficult question. I can even click on the question itself and see what it was that was causing so much trouble. Finally, in the Response Frequency tab, I can see which were the most common distractors for the students. Question 10, the most difficult question, only 22% of the students got correct, and 77% of the students chose answer B. So I can tell what their mistake is and work to correct that misunderstanding. As an administrator, you also have access to manage users and select settings for your school or district, such as customized performance bands and mastery criteria. One of the best things about Edulastic is that we bring our easy-to-use approach to pricing as well. Edulastic Enterprise costs just $4 per student per year and includes everything you need to get up and running. No hidden fees or startup charges or maintenance charges. Your subscription includes free web-based training, the Edulastic Certified Item Bank with more than 35,000 questions, technical support by phone, email, and chat, unlimited assessments, teachers, and admin accounts, and so much more. For more details, a formal quote, or a personalized demo, click on the button below or contact us at support@edulastic.com. Thanks!